The top 10 events of the Natural Resources Environment sector in 2016. The Ministry of Natural Resources Environment has issuance of an action program of the Management Board, the Executive Committee of the Party of the Ministry of Natural Resources Environment, to successfully implement the resolution of the 12th National Party Congress. The program highlighted the Ministry's determination to creatively, drastically, and synchronously implement measures to build a clean and strong party committee. The comprehensive goal by 2020 will be creating basic change in rationally, effectively, and sustainably exploiting and using natural resources, as well as controlling the rising level of environmental pollution towards a green and environmentally friendly economy, actively respond to climate change. Online conference by the government on environmental protection and issued Directive No. 25 CTTT on August 31, 2016 on a number of tasks, urgent measures on environmental protection. On the basis of the government's National Online Conference on Environmental Protection on August 24, 2016, Prime Minister issued Directive No. 25 CTTT on August 31, 2016 on a number of urgent tasks and solutions for environmental protection. The directive highlighted the Prime Minister's major views of not sacrificing the environment for economic growth, developing the economy in association with environmental protection, ensuring economic growth alike with environmental protection towards the country's green growth and sustainable development. The first Travel Master Plan for a National Natural Resources Environment Monitoring Network for the 2016-2025 period, with a vision to 2030 was approved by the Prime Minister at the Decision No. 90 QDTTG on January 12, 2016. The plan is maximally integrated on the fields of state management in the sector, with a consistency, uniform, modern raised to the top level in Southeast Asia and advanced in Asia. Meets the needs of basic survey in information serving state management of natural resources environment, as well as other technical and economic sectors of the country. A plan on the network of the public service institutions under the Ministry of Natural Resources Environment until 2020, with an orientation towards 2030, was approved by the Prime Minister at the Decision No. 2283 QDTTG on November 25, 2016. It is an important legal foundation for organizing the units in a lean and synchronous manner, meeting requirements for the development of the ministry, as well as the country's socio-economic development. The plan determines the number 12 from 73 to 68 divisions under the ministry, at the same time served as a basis organized of the Ministry of Natural Resources Environment during the government's tenure the 14th. Vietnam attends the Global Green Growth Forum 3GF. Ministry of Natural Resources Environment signed a Memorandum of Understanding on cooperation with the Global Green Growth Forum 3GF and become the first Asian nation and the 8th member to join the forum. The event offered an opportunity for Vietnam to promote and expand the scale of green growth through connecting different regions and fields, particularly via public-private partnership. The experience of 3GF in mobilizing financial and human resources for green growth activities around the world will help Vietnam respond to climate change and promote green growth in the future. The adjustment of the Land Use Master Plan until 2020 and the National Land Use Plan in the last period of 2016-2020 was approved by the 13th National Assembly at the 11th session on April 9, 2016. Accordingly, the criteria for land use until 2020 were adjusted to meet the goals and tasks for socio-economic development, defense, and security in the new period, aiming to improve efficiency of the land management and use in the country, accordance with the resolution of the 12th National Party Congress and the updated contents of the land law in 2013. Signing and approval of the Paris Agreement on climate change and issuance of a national plan to implement the agreement. The Paris Agreement is an historic agreement, was adopted by 195 countries at the 21st Conference of the Parties, COP21, the first global legal document defining global joint responsibilities in fighting climate change. The agreement officially took effect on November 4, 2016. The approval of the Paris Agreement in Resolution Number 93 and QCP and the implementation plan of Paris Agreement in Decision 2053 QDTTG on October 28, 2016, just ahead of COP22 conference, have showed the efforts of Vietnam in tackling climate change. It consists of 68 tasks covering all fields related to climate change, especially 5 main goals: mitigation of greenhouse gas emissions, adaptation to climate change, resources preparation, establishment of public and transparent systems, and the building and completion of institutions and policies for 2016-2020 and 2021-2030. Discovery of copper and uranium ore in Dak Brung Khmer, Kampong District, Kanten Province. It is estimated about 108,925 tons of copper and 241.7 tons of uranium ore. The discovery opens the prospect of finding and discovering more uranium reserves in the province as well as the Central Highlands region. Completion of a set of maps of Vietnam-Laos borderline at the 150,000th scale, along with a protocol on Vietnam-Laos borderline and border demarcation, and an agreement on border and border gate management, which will ink between the two countries. These outcomes can be served as a solid foundation for building Vietnam-Laos borderline with peace, friendship, cooperation, and long-term stability, meeting the needs of the people in both countries, affirming the special relations and comprehensive cooperation between the two countries based on the principles of independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity, the mutual interest, equality, and cooperation for development, appropriate with international law and practice. Steering the methods of management, direction, operation on an electronic platform through the use of electronic document management systems, task profiles associated with digital signatures, and applications of information technology. The system was implemented in the divisions under the military, integrated digital signatures, alternating traditional methods of conveying of documents, connected with inter-access electronic documents of the government, other ministries and local governments for management, administration and implementation of the administrative reform, e-government at the Ministry of Natural Resource Environment for society, people, business entities.